So, Suicide Squad lived up to its name. Made me want to kill myself. You and me have very different reviews about this. Had very different thoughts.
We had very different reactions for this movie, which is weird because I went in prepared for it to be bad.
So did I, but I didn't want it to be bad.
Right?
Because I paid concessions. I wanted it to be good.
He bought popcorn.
I bought concessions.
He bought popcorn.
Brady bought the $5 ticket.
Yes, I did.
You know the meme about theater popcorn prices?
Yeah, that
being
Bill
really
Gates
high.
needs to take a loan out to buy them?
Yeah, it's true. I spent like $20 on concessions.
Jeez.
That's 4 tickets.
Just to be absolutely honest, it's not worth concessions.
It's not worth concessions.
Don't buy concessions.
Only worth tickets.
It's worth the $5 ticket. Don't buy concessions. What was your general general intake of the movie?
Really boring.
Boring?
Boring, not in the sense that it was like plot boring, but boring in the sense that I told you this earlier, but it was boring in the sense that I found myself realizing, oh, I'm in a theater and time is going by really slowly.
So it was not immersive.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I got taken out several times.
You said that every time Harley Quinn opened her mouth.
After a point,
every time Harley Quinn opened her mouth, it would like pull you out of the.
Because it became too much. But granted, it was funny the first few times, but it just got annoying. Okay, so
was she a little too over the top for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And her accent fades in and out.
That's true. I did notice that.
Every once in a while, it'd be like, "Hey, Mr. Joker," and then it would come back to like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. I loved the accent because it was straight out of Batman the Animated Series. It was awesome. It was the Jersey accent.
The Jersey accent.
Mr. J.
I lost my pudding.
I lost my pudding. It was great. When she did it, it was awesome, but I don't know if she didn't have enough time to work with it or what went on. Because she kind of faded in and out of the accent throughout the movie.
Pacing was an issue.
Pacing was a horrible issue. This movie had really bad pacing problems.
Yes.
It would switch from high intensity scenes to low intensity scenes like on a dime.
Yeah, and it couldn't decide what it wanted to be. It couldn't decide what it wanted to be.
It had really bad clashing themes. Like over here they had the comedy element, and then over here they had like the dark and serious element. And, like, it couldn't decide which one it actually wanted to go with.
It had identity issues.
It had identity issues. I feel really bad for the editors. The editors that worked on this movie, because that couldn't have been an easy job. Like,
no. It was a shitstorm. It was just everything going on at once.
Everything.
Like,
also, speaking of shitstorms, that entire final fight scene, there was so much dust and shit everywhere that it made it hard to make out what was going on.
One thing that really stuck out to me in this movie is it was just dark. And I don't mean plot dark. You mean just it looked like throughout the entire movie someone had placed a 25% opacity filter on it. The entire
that's the thing I have. Because that's the thing I have with the DC movies so far is that they all seem like they just turned the light down in editing.
There was the part where there was a literal fire. In the whole building, in the whole room, and it was still dark.
It was the scene was still dark.
Fire dark. I don't know.
I noticed that, like when
the
El Diablo guy just lets loose, like in the trailer when he just goes, and just flames everywhere, and
flames.
You would think that would be like a lot of light. A lot of heat,
dark.
a lot of things going on. No, the entire scene around it is still like gray.
And I don't get
dark
that.
gray.
I don't understand this.
Kind of weird. Another thing that I think this movie had an issue with was developing their characters. Because
they seemed rushed.
The character development was either weak, non-existent, or incredibly, incredibly rushed. I think the only character, or the only characters that I thought were properly developed were Will Smith's Deadshot and Harley Quinn. Hey, welcome to the Deadshot movie featuring Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
basically what this movie is. It's
with some extras.
With some extras.
They just...
There was no emotional attachment. Plus, the emotional bond created between these villains in the Suicide Squad, like the bond that they make. I understand that they're going through testing and
tough
stressful
times.
situations together, and that makes a bond. But they met each other literally 3 hours ago, and now they're talking about like each other like they're best friends and family.
I don't know if it's 3 hours, but it's certainly less than a day.
It was less than a day.
And that less than a day, I don't know if it's
less than
enough
a
time
day,
to, like,
and they were like, "Oh, mi familia."
family bond. No,
Yeah.
no. The El Diablo guy was like, "This is my family.
This is my new family."
You've known these guys for like 12 hours, maybe.
Like, max 12 hours.
Max 12 hours, and they're already your family.
What was your favorite scene of the movie?
That's a good question. The military camp scene, where what's his name? The military guy who's overseeing everything. Who's
Rick Flag.
Rick Flag.
Yeah.
That's his name.
That's
Rick Flag. Rick Flag is talking to all the super peoples, and he's like, if you cross me or if you in any otherwise way vex me, you die. And Harley Quinn was like, I am known to be quite vexing, just forewarning you. And I was like, that really got me, because that was in the trailers too.
Oh, yeah.
I
heard you laugh at the next line when Rick
Yeah.
Flag just turns towards her and like, shut up.
Shut up. I love that.
That was alright. That was fun.
That's
and
one of my favorite. That's
I'll
my
admit
favorite
this
scenes.
movie has its fair share of laughs.
Yeah.
And they do an alright job of covering up the bad things about the movie. It's just that the movie is long and it's not very immersive. You can feel like you go to a two and a half hour movie like Captain America: Civil War or even Batman v Superman. And you don't feel like it's 2.5 hours. You feel like you've been there for like a few minutes. And that was amazing.
It's over because it's
immersive. And, and it tells you the story without spoon feeding it to you like Suicide Squad did. What did you think of the Enchantress as a villain?
I think she was a good villain, but I feel like for some of the movie, her brother took over, and it was kind of like, I don't know.
I feel like the brother was just there as like kind of a bodyguard.
Yeah.
He had no actual purpose.
Commander Waller is the black lady.
Did you watch Justice League the animated series?
No chance.
Why not? Did you watch Justice League Unlimited?
Nope.
Oh my god.
I didn't even know there was a Justice League Unlimited. I thought it was just the Justice League.
Okay, anybody and everybody out there that has watched the Justice League animated things.
Sorry.
This Amanda Waller is probably not gonna do you. It's not gonna.
She'll shoot you.
Well she'll shoot you.
She'll shoot you.
In the animated series, in the animated movies, in the animated shows, Amanda Waller is a good guy. She's a good guy. She knows that she's doing this for a good reason, and she knows she's doing the wrong things, but she accepts them.
She's the ends justify the means kind of person.
Exactly. This Amanda Waller was just a bitch.
Cunt.
She
just walked around being like, I'm just gonna do whatever I want.
Her ego was off the charts in this movie. It's like this Amanda Waller, as someone who absolutely loved the Justice League animated show and Justice League Unlimited, her character's not good in this movie. I don't like her. I like the actress. The actress did a very good job.
Oh yeah, she portrayed the role very well. But the actual character
every actor in this movie did absolutely fantastically.
Yeah.
I
don't like the Croc guy.
I have no complaints about the performances in this movie. You didn't like Croc?
Nope.
Personally, I wish they had CGI'd him because he's supposed to be like humongous, not just buff guy. I thought we learned our lesson with Juggernaut in X3. I thought we learned our lesson.
I never watched him.
You didn't watch X3?
I don't watch movies. I don't get
X-Men 3, the Juggernaut. You know Juggernaut from the comics?
I'm locked in a basement half the time. What?
You know the Juggernaut from comics?
Yeah,
okay,
sure. Let's say I know.
Okay, he's gigantic. He's like 12 feet tall and huge. He's like the size of the Hulk. Okay. In X3, he's just like a bodybuilder-sized guy wearing a dominatrix outfit.
Nice.
Leather. Yeah, no. All right. But anyway, I thought we learned our lesson when people were like, oh, wow. What the fuck are you doing? Anyway, I thought the movie companies had learned their lesson when people oh my god, stop! I thought the movie companies had learned their lesson when people said that Juggernaut was not good because he was supposed to be humongous. And people were like, in Deadpool, they were like, oh my god, Colossus is actually 9 feet tall and huge. This is great. I love this. And then they put Killer Croc just in makeup.
Was that makeup?
That was all prosthetics and makeup.
Really?
Yes.
It shows.
Yeah.
I just don't like the character.
You don't like the character? He didn't get any backstory. He didn't get any backstory.
I didn't care for that character.
Most of the characters got a little backstory. He didn't get any.
He was just like, this guy's mutated oddly.
Yeah.
He's a crocodile.
His entire backstory was like, oh yeah, he's a crocodile. That's about it.
This man is a crocodile. He's a part of your team now.
Okay,
cool. This guy killed his family. This guy has a daughter, and he kills for money. Harley Quinn's nuts.
Yeah.
This guy's a crocodile.
Oh, the guard in the beginning of the movie put it perfectly for Harley Quinn. That is a whole lot of pretty and a whole lot of
crazy.
It had
this
some
movie
good
was
lines.
full of quips.
It was almost too many.
I would say too many.
He would say too many. I say almost too many.
I'll say it was too many because I got tired of them. Okay. I got tired of Harley Quinn quips.
The thing about the quips in this movie was after a while they stopped kind of being relevant to the situation.
It seemed like the writers stopped trying.
It really
They were just like, this would be funny, and then they put it in.
This would be funny between these two characters, and then it just kind of happened at a random
It was a big old swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Not
all of the comedy in this movie strikes where it's supposed to.
No, it really does not hit.
And like we said earlier, the conflict of themes in the movie kind of made it difficult to care what is going on because they would joke during a very serious scene, or the cinematography would switch into serious mode right after them making a joke, and it'd just be kind of like, okay, are we supposed to be in comedy mode or serious mode? It would
just be really emotionally conflicting. Or it was. It was like, I don't know how to feel right now about this moment. Because that was funny, and then this is sad. Like
what is going on? Also, slow motion. Something that I had a problem with. There was a little too much slow motion.
It was all packed in at the very end. I don't remember any slow motion.
Well, all of the fight scenes had at least one slow motion scene.
At the very end, it was shoved in your face.
At the very end,
shoved in your face.
There's
like nothing.
A whole minute of straight slow motion, and it's the most annoying thing I've ever seen. Because at the beginning, it was cool.
There's a point in slow motion where it's like, can this climax, or is it just? Oh, it's still going. It's still going.
It's still going.
Oh, wow.
About halfway through the slow motion scene, it starts being like a little. Okay, could you wrap this up? I get what's happening. I understand what's going on.
It becomes a bad Friday night. Bad Saturday night.
I'm not even gonna comment on that one.
Just let that sizzle on the stove.
Anyway, let's try that.
Jared Leto. We were talking about Jared Leto. Jared Leto. I like the old Joker. I thought this Joker was
the Dark Knight trilogy Joker.
Yeah, the burning money Joker. Jared Leto was just kind of over the top for me.
I liked him. I like this new take on the Joker. He's kind of more. He's not just crazy for the sake of crazy. He's kind of a mobster mafia leader type thing now. He's got his own gang. So it's an interesting take on the Joker that I've seen done in comics before. So I'm interested to see how he'll do it on screen in the Batman Solar movie. If Joker isn't in the Batman Solar movie, I will come after you, Warner Brothers.
Is it going to be Jared Leto?
It better be.
I hope not.
You cannot afford casting changes at this point.
I hope they resurrect the guy that died.
You cannot afford casting changes. I liked
Harley Quinn.
I liked Jared Leto's Joker. He didn't. It's probably going to be a divisive casting choice.
Definitely.
For a lot of fans.
I'm not even a fan. It's divisive for me.
If you liked the Joker in the Dark Knight trilogy, you might not like the new Jared Leto Joker.
It's not that I didn't like him, it's that I preferred the old one.
Right. That's probably what it's going to be for a lot of fans.
Yeah. Probably.
I did like the scene at the end with spoiler, Amanda Waller and Bruce Wayne. I did like that scene at the end.
That was clever.
Flash cameo.
Boosh!
There was a Flash cameo in the movie.
And it was there for about half a second.
I don't like the new Flash. I don't like him.
If that's the new Flash for like...
I don't like him. His suit looks dumb.
He doesn't like him.
I'm sorry. His suit looks dumb.
I think you just don't like Flash as a person.
No, I love Flash.
I think you hate Flash on a personal level.
Flash killed my parents. Just the Flash, it's just personal things with me. I don't like the amount of lightning his power produces. Like, it's a lot of...
I mean, his character is called the Flash.
It's called the Flash.
Of lightning.
But the amount of lightning that Warner Bros. Or DC is making his power produce is
did you know that's actually...
stupid.
That's actually not the Flash. That's the love child of Thor and the Flash. True story.
Everything is explained. Everything makes sense.
It's canon. Trust me.
It's canon. It's head canon.
Trust me. Real head canon, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
To just circumvent everything we just said, my main problem is just pacing. I just got taken out of it time and time again. At least 4 times I got taken out and realized I was in a theater, and it felt like I was in there for
You can definitely feel the time passing as you watch this movie. It's not as immersive as a lot of other movies that we've seen. But something that I do want to say, that this movie is so much better and so much more well done than Batman v Superman. That if this is the amount of progress we get every time DC makes a new movie, then by 2 or 3 movies later, they'll be destroying Marvel, and it'll be great.
We're in space! Oh, baby! I'm not coming to the spaceship!
What are you doing? What are you... Okay.
We're in space! We're in space. Look, there's a star. Right there. Star.
Okay. Anyway. Is that all you have to say?
Yeah,
that's all you got to say?
Yeah.
Alright. Then let's go ahead and go ahead with the final verdicts. Jonathan, you want to go first? We're going to do, for our reviews, we're going to do 2 different scores, and they're completely separate from each other. The first score is going to be the overall quality of the movie. Like how regular critics, like on Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic, score things. Just the overall quality of the movie, how well done it is, how well written, how well the actor portrayals are, and editing and blah, 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 blah. And then the second score is going to be how much we personally enjoyed the movie and how much we think you will enjoy the movie. So how much fun it is to go to it. Because there are bad movies out there that are fun
to see, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Anyway, Jonathan, you want to give your verdicts first?
Okay, so for overall quality, I'm probably going to give it... I thought the movie had pretty good quality. I'm going to give it like a 6.5, a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for quality.
Okay.
But, like a 3 out of 10 for enjoyability. Or like a 2.5. Real low. I did not enjoy myself at all. But the movie, kind of well made.
I honestly didn't think the quality of the movie was what it could have been. I thought some of the editing was rather shoddy. All of the actor portrayals were absolutely on point. I loved all the actor performances. However, some of the writing was not as good as it could have been. It was a little bit of a identity crisis between comedy and serious tones. So for that, I'm going to have to give it a 4.5 out of 10 for overall quality. Wow. For overall quality. I didn't think it was that great. It was absolutely perfectly average.
Perfectly average. Much like myself.
But I'm giving it a 4.5 because I thought some of the scenes could have been done better. For enjoyability, however, I found myself rather enthralled by the story. Not by the story, actually, by the intricacies of the characters in the story. I liked the interactions between the characters. I thought there were some funny moments between Harley Quinn and Deadshot. Like there's one point where Deadshot puts on his mask / helmet when they're about to go into a fight, and she just looks at him and goes, "Pussy," and he just goes, "I will knock you on your ass. I don't give a shit, you're a girl."
Yeah, I like that.
That was fun. I like the character interactions.
That's where my 3 came from.
Very well done. I like the character interactions. Whoever wrote the character interactions was good. So for that, I'm going to have to give it an 8 out of 10 for enjoyability. I thought it was a really fun movie. I suggest a lot of you go see it yourselves at least once. I don't think it's got a lot of rewatchability.
No. Because once you've seen the movie, you've pretty much seen the movie, and you're done. There's nothing more to see. It's not like Captain America, where you can watch a movie several times and see
new things every time. Like this movie is spoon fed to you.
What is it? B stories, B lines, B rolls, whatever.
Side stories, whatever.
Side stories.
Whatever. Anyway, what we're saying is this movie doesn't have a lot of rewatchability, but I think you should go see it at least once, just to experience it. I thought it was a fun ride, but I doubt I'll go see it again.
Yep.
So overall, I would say worth the ticket purchase. It's a fun movie. These are the scores.
It's gonna be right.
They're gonna be on the
screen. It should be right. I don't want it to like over our
I'm gonna stick faces. Your score right over your face.
And that
right on your face. Just a giant 3 on your forehead.
3. That's what a lot of the girls would rate me. 3. That's backwards.
8.
An 8. Wow.
8.
Really?
No.
As in you suck.
8 and I'll never get a date. Yep.
8 and never date.
We're both single, ladies. Just give us a call. Give us an email. We're both desperate.
JONATHANANOBLES 11499@gmail.com. Spam my email, please.
We don't have high standards. We're desperate.
We really don't. We really don't. You like to cuddle? Cool. You're good. Are you white? Off the list. You're off the list. You're off the list. Oh my god. I prefer exotics.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway, we're joking. He's joking.
I'm not.
Let it sizzle. Let it sizzle. Let it sizzle, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
I know, you're just my addiction.